Hey there boys and girls, like Skillfake here, and welcome back to another Battlefield 4 video. Today we have another episode of Howto Recon, the series where I am giving you some recon tips. So today's topic would be how to stay alive longer, and I was actually already about to delete this gameplay, but I thought it would be kind of fitting. It's not the best, so I kind of thought that you guys could learn from the mistakes I made in this video. So I'll try to point them out as good as possible. But yeah, I would say let's get right over to our topic, and I already said it, it's how to stay alive a little bit longer because you guys requested it, and I think that's a really big problem because very often it seems like you're just getting killed and you're getting like lots of deaths that you did not deserve. And although this is kind of a problem with Battlefield 4 right now with like the netcode problems and everything, the lag issues and all that stuff, which makes it just a lot harder, but if we're taking that out of the equation and we're just assuming that the game would work totally and perfectly fine, then those tips will definitely help you a lot. But yeah, I would say let's get right into this. So I will definitely be talking about situational awareness, and this basically kind of wraps the whole how to stay alive longer up a little bit better. But yeah, one of the things which kind of draws into situational awareness would be how you move on the battlefield. So you should always move from cover to cover. You kind of want to draw a line where you want to walk across in your head, where you're like, there's a point with cover, there's a point with cover. You kind of want to know the map, you want to learn the map, you kind of want to know where you have to go in order to not get shot. So you want to minimize the angles you can get shot from, but you want to maximize the angles you are able to see your enemies through or from. So, as I've said before, cover, like that's like a really big thing. The movement, from cover to cover to cover. Don't ever run across like in a wide open area. People will just like pick you off from all distances, even if they have like the crappiest aim ever. The other really important thing would be retreating and again getting to cover when you are shot. So normally it's like right here, I'm retreating. You see, I got shot, and I did not know where he was coming from. I haven't had the chance to kind of counteract. So I know the hit indicator showed me there's a guy. I kind of remember his position. I know they're always coming from back there. So I'm just waiting a little until my health starts regenerating again. And I would say don't ever engage someone if you can with like not less than 80% health, because if oftentimes you're wow, how did she kill me like in 2 shots or something like that? And very often it's because that's the total truth, because the bloody screen which indicates you like that you're hit often only like stays after you're under 30%. And then you're like running out with 50% and you're like, oh my god, I'm at full health, but in fact you're already getting killed with 2 bullets. And that's like one of your major issues. So always pay a little bit of attention to your health, and just make sure that you're always at least over 50%, so people cannot insta-kill you down. That was kind of unlucky with the LAV there. But yeah, another thing which really draws into situational awareness would be paying attention to the minimap. And I cannot stress this enough, like moving from cover to cover is really important, retreating and dragging really important, but paying attention to the minimap, guys, is super important. Like I really don't know how to describe it, but if you're paying attention to the minimap, you will know how you can see the layout of the map. You can kind of guess distances. You can see where enemies are if they're spotted. This is also another really quick tip, but I think this goes without saying. Always spot. Your one finger should always be hammering the spot button. It's not just easier to see targets, but it will also help out your squad. So for example, if someone's shooting at you, your squad mate might be able to finish him off, which would result in you living a little bit longer. So, as I've said it, spotting really important, and the minimap. Always pay attention to the minimap. And you kind of have to learn that, so you want to peek every now and then there, but you don't want to stare at it, so because if you're staring for too long, it has a slight delay and all of that, so it's not like it will just get you killed if you're staring at it. But using it is really important. Like, just make sure that every like 3 to 5 seconds you're peeking at the minimap so you know where the enemies are and everything. But yeah, I think this already wraps up this episode of Howto Recon. I really hope that these tips will help you kind of survive a little bit longer on the battlefield. Again, I don't think the gameplay was the greatest, but I think you kind of were able to see how I was able to survive a little bit longer, even though my aim kind of sucked. But yeah, I think it's pretty much all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Like Skillfaker out.